Hello and welcome. You are listening to the Divine and Conquer podcast. Hogwarts Prep is a live Harry Potter based 5th edition D&D game played every Wednesday night at 6:30 Central Time on twitch.tv/Divine and Conquer _. Hello guys, welcome to the screen not being focused. Hi guys, welcome to Divine and Conquer's Hogwarts Prep. I almost said the wrong stream name. This is a 5th edition game based in the Wizarding World. It is currently in the year 1944 with a whole bunch of shenanigans from both the Muggles and the Wizards of our world. We're gonna have a fun stream tonight. I literally don't know what's gonna happen, and those are the most exciting ones for me because
I mean, we always have a.
Yes, I'll just say yes. Quick announcements. Then we'll intro and get on to the stream. First of all, do we have any announcements of our own? Anything specific or special that we would like to say to all friends and family that are listening?
Not really. Other than Last of Us tomorrow. Anyway.
Oh yes. Also, I'm excited for that, and I cannot wait to see the videos. I can't wait to get those uploaded. There is a new channel points thing that's only active during Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if you do it any other day, it won't be honored. I'll do it right now. There's a new little icon. There's a little there we go. There's a little there's a drum fill for 1,000 points. I don't know if fill's the right word, Jeremiah.
Drum fill. I think that would be the right word.
Yes.
Or just drum solo, maybe.
Drum roll, that whatever.
Because it depends on what Jeremiah wants to do. It fills a very specific thing, but that's all I put. But yeah, so I'll change the drum roll in a minute or a drum solo. Any one of us, if we want to really troll Jeremiah, we can abuse the frick out of that system until he has too many, and we'll have to bump it up to more points or limit the amount that we can do. But it's another little thing. So channel points are there. Please use them. Have fun with that. We still have ours that we're experimenting with, that if anyone that's not currently playing the game, so yes, Ryan, you can do this on Friday stream if you so want. If anyone, we have advantages. If anyone submits those points, they can grab advantage to one player that one time for the game. If you do it more than once, you'll just have to divide the love between all the people here. We do have a limit of 6 because there's 6 characters. So yay for that. As per usual, our friends Talon Claw t-shirt. Their information is down below for their Etsy. If you use the code Divine Conquer, you get 10% off dice bolts, and they have new cool things that are like coasters. That's the word.
Coasters.
The coaster.
That.
So yeah, they have a new things that you can go into the Etsy shops and look at. Our friends' family for the Alistair project, which gets released August 3rd, and we'll have a special one shot. So that day, that's Monday, we won't have a reroll podcast. Instead, we'll have our Alistair one shot. So it'll be Horde of the Dragon Queen, Alistair one shot, Horde of the Dragon Queen. So we'll only have a podcast one time that month instead of the usual twice. And anything else?
Just remember, times are crazy right now, and a little kindness goes a long way. So just be kind to people.
For hecking real, cannot stress that enough. For real, Jess, I love that you are the conscience of our group. You are...
It's funny because I'm the most barbaric one.
Barbarians can have a conscience.
It's a stereotype that barbarians have to be dumb and no conscience. No, you can be a sweet, loving, mama bear barbarian that don't take shit from nobody.
Yep, that's what I am.
That is correct.
I'm a Hufflepuff barbarian. That's what we do.
The Hufflepuff. All right. So let's intro ourselves and get right into it. Hi guys, I am Jesus. I'll be y'all's dungeon master for tonight. And down below we have a Jeremiah. Who will you be playing?
Hello, my name is Jeremiah, and I am playing Professor Leon Jones, a Ravenclaw professor of Hogwarts, and he is a Ranger Swarm Keeper.
Yeah, he is.
Fairies.
With fairies. And next to him we have a second professor.
Hello, my name is Ryan. I'll be playing Griswold, a Circle of Spores Druid. Circle of Spores you can find in the Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica. It's got spores, you're frontlining, you're also a caster. It's really weird. It's great. He's a Ravenclaw that really shouldn't be a professor because he's kind of stunted mentally, but it's great. It's great.
I love the reasoning. And next we have the best girl that catches on fire.
Hi guys, I'm Lee and I play Bones and I am a Gryffindor, which kind of wearing this shirt but you can't see it. And I'm a sorcerer, you know, that awesome class that does all the wild things like the magics that I have, which makes me a pyro.
A little bit, and then I think unintentionally a pyro. And next to her we have probably the real pyro if it wasn't for somebody else. Hey Jess, what's up?
Hi guys, I am Jess. I play Neff, who is a Hufflepuff barbarian who likes to smash things with her maul.
One day we'll all just be in sync.
Yes.
And then we have the lovely couple at Giant. Hey Steph, who are you be playing?
Hi, I'm Stephanie. I'm going to be playing Sonya, the divination witch from Hufflepuff, who has a little magical dog with her sometimes named Tito.
And where's are the edgiest of lords?
Hi, I'm Josh. I'll be playing Jericho, the rogue Hufflepuff. Yeah, that's like it.
That's all you get. That's all.
Where's your tagline? Work.
And with that, we're gonna roll that intro. So, as we're trying to get some reconnection issues here for
Wait, I
Roll20.
popped in.
Hopefully, okay, cool. Yeah, there we go, fixing. So, to recap what happened last time. A chaotically and scary and very unexpected way to end the game. Not how I had envisioned it, and I'm again very impressive all of our new people here because this is the first campaign for except for Jeremiah. This is reconnecting to D&D, but you guys are D&D is new to you guys, but I'm excited. So after a night of hard work trying to fix a magical mirror, an artifact, reconnecting with the other sanctuaries, vanquishing the different entities that Grindelwald has set out to block off these villas from communication with the outside world, you guys were assaulted in the middle of the night.
Phrasing.
You guys were attacked by assassins in the middle of the night. How about that? With a battle that ensued, a very specific goal in mind, and a very specific target of Jericho. This was not the first time you've encountered one of these individuals. But there is some sort of personal grudge between Jericho and these hunters, as they've been referred to in the past. fighting them off, and well-placed fireballs, well-placed missiles, and a good polymorph spell. You and some just well-timed spells. Fairy Fire was definitely a savior. Well-timed everything for the entire combat. You guys managed to kill off those that would refuse to accept anything other than just murder of Jericho, which you guys cannot have. And with unfortunate failed attempt to interrogate Crimson, as he did bite onto a capsule, the cyanide capsule that ended his life. But you do have an unconscious hunter who's about to wake up in a few, as you guys took him off into the middle of the forest and are about to do your interrogation. So we're just gonna jump right into that little scene, if you guys are okay with that.
Little note. Leon, guys, as a Velk.
Oh, Leon is currently disguised as Velkin, and I'm restraining him with a thorn whip.
Yes.
I am currently trained.
And I'm in front of our captor.
We'll get
intimidating
to
him.
all that right now. If I yep, all right, this is a correct scene.
Mm-hmm.
As just zooming here, you guys are tired, exhausted. Some of you bloody from the fight. Valken in a ditch, grave that you guys have dug up. Crimson already passed. This unconscious man about to wake from one of you guys, as it takes an action to physically wake them up. With the hat of disguise, Leon disguised themselves as Valken, the leader of the one orchestrating this assault. The only information that you truly have is that the Makusa sent the American Ministry of Magic is the ones that are somehow, in one way or another, involved in this. And this is the second attempt at trying to end Jericho's life. With a thorn whip restraining, quote-unquote, our disguised Leon, I'll leave it to the rest of you guys. What do we do?
Bending down in front of our captor.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, you really don't want to piss me off by lying to me.
This guy's self lasts an hour.
Okay. And you're not having an issue concentrating since you're not being attacked. As you see this guy just, where am I? Looks at you, noting the faces from the combat earlier, then looking down at himself, knowing that he's tied up completely.
Sorry. This guy's self with the hat of disguise doesn't require concentration.
Okay.
I'm just reading it. I'm reading it right here.
Okay.
Too.
As the night is full blast, getting really close to exhaustion point for most of you guys, kind of looks towards Crimson. You see that he tries to kick and move, but he's completely tied and restrained. As Neff, you kind of like just hold onto him, and not even an inch budges after that. As a mysterious celestial pug comes and wraps around the cutest of Henrys, comes around and aids you guys in your interrogation. As he looks,
we're going to ask you some questions, and you're going to answer them.
When you say that, you see that his mouth's open as he kind of smiles and kind of moves his tongue around. And you see that he's noticing.
You can't poison yourself. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk with that too. I was like, they got mine too.
Roll me this performance with advantage.
And I'll look to him and be like, and if you find another way to die this time, I'm gonna bring you back as a puppet.
Dirty 20.
As he kind of looks towards Falcon.
And 19 plus 1.
He kind of, he's, all of you can roll me insight.
Alright.
Even me?
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah. You're still listening to the situation. You're still like aware of the situation. You're just being tied up, you know.
Yeah. 18 for Leon.
18. Okay, 18. We'll see if that passes.
I got a 12.
Okay, 12 does not, unfortunately.
I figured.
Bones, what'd you get on an insight check?
I got an 18 as
8.
well.
Okay, 18 passes. Neff, what did we get?
8.
8. Unfortunately, Neff, you're intimidating at the moment. What did Sonya and Jericho get?
And I got 9.
I got 30, 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, Jericho, Leon, and Bones. As everyone sees that the guy's fidgeting, kind of moving and tapping on his arm, and then he starts tapping on the ground. So the goose is up. Falcon, the goose is up. And you all get an initial, that everybody gets, an initial sense of panic. But I'm going to post something in the Hogwarts Prep chat, and only those that pass, please click
Leave
on
those
it to get the spoiler.
Yeah, I don't know. You said the goose is up, basically.
He said the goose is up.
Yep. There. That I know what that is. Quote unquote.
Like,
Jeremiah
you all
knows what
saw
that
him
is.
fidgeting and tapping on the ground.
You all saw this, yeah.
I'm gonna take his finger that's tapping and I'm gonna like bend it a little. I'm not breaking it yet. I'm just
Okay.
bending it. I'm gonna be like,
Sit on Hogwarts.
Sure you
Roll
wanna
me,
do this?
Roll me intimidation.
okay.
I do not
While
know
she's-
how to make this not a spoiler. Okay. Yeah, so roll me intimidation.
Okay.
While she's doing that, and he's, I guess, talking to Vulcan, can I cast Detect Thoughts on him?
Yeah. What is the DC?
Would that just be my spell DC?
Yes.
Correct.
16.
Okay.
And also, when he's doing that, since I kind of don't understand what he's doing, I'm gonna, I guess, roll performance again for this. I'm gonna act like, Griswold was tightening the whip.
Okay. Sure.
It's
sure.
like, and then
I'm
I'm
just
gonna
kind
kneel
of
down
yanking on
basically.
it a little bit, and like, I think the guy can plainly see it's manifested out of my hand.
So
Okay,
roll
as-
performance is that what it is?
Yeah, roll performance with advantage because you are getting assisted by Griswold, and I mean you are literally looking like him. He has no awareness of this.
Yeah, that's a nat.
Uh, So you hear that in your head, Sonya.
As a player, I think I know what the goose is up means, coming from 2 rogues.
Yeah, yeah.
I got it together.
Jesus, it lasts a minute.
Okay.
My performance is 21, not 20.
He's
plus one.
really quiet, and you can see and feel and almost smell the panic in this guy.
My intimidation was 17.
Okay. let me just do a little roll here.
Yeah,
You
I
said
know.
17?
17.
Okay. As when you do that and you kind of just be quiet. I'll be quiet. I'll stop.
I know I'm kind of doing a lot already, but when I got tightened up with the thorn whip,
Yeah.
I'm gonna like angrily look at Griswold, but basically eye him, and I want to mouth specifically. I don't know if Griswold will get into it, but basically I want to mouth bowed my mouth, basically.
Roll
But-
me stealth.
I'm gonna. It's stealth. Hopefully.
stealth.
Oh wait, no. Talented Claw. Nice. You're doing good, well for me right now. I'm gonna roll
I'm
you.
gonna roll a perception with disadvantage because of everything that's happening, and I'll
Yeah.
see if it passes your stealth.
That
Okay.
18.
All right. So what do you tell Griswold? Bound. We'll see if it passes in a second.
I'm gonna look at him and then like kind of like angrily. Basically, I'm gonna say like, tie my mouth.
I guess I don't know if I would be able to understand it, but
Well,
getting the
let's play it out, Jeremiah. Get those acting skills up.
Hold on, because I have to.
Okay. And then roll me a perception, Griswold.
sure. Shield's on my back. I don't think I get advantage on this. But
I'll say you do as long as you have it on you. You'll have it. Because
Okay,
it's kind of
cool.
the property of the magic item.
+7. So 23.
Yeah, you hear it. You see through what's happening.
Is it like since I've got the thorn whip continually manifested? Can I make it longer and just like
Sure.
just go up his throat?
Sure. We'll say that it's been. I mean, the thorn whip reaches almost 10 feet, so I'll say that that's doable.
Yeah.
So as the thorn whip kind
Somehow.
of just magically wraps around, and tightens over his mouth, and
I've got a little performance set up for this. As I'm doing it, I'm like, as the thorn whip's getting longer, I'm gonna look back over to him. If I can cast Speak with Plants, I want to, and then in Druidic, I'm going to look at him, and he's not gonna understand what I'm saying, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to say, hey, trees nearby, can you give me this ominous sway bit? Just
As
But
as
in
Griswold
Druidic.
starts speaking in Druidic, and the words
And-
leave his mouth, and you see the trees and even the grasses.
And then as they start
Repeat.
moving to my will, I'm gonna look to him and be like, "You best start telling us what we need to know, laddie,
And
or you're
then-
gonna be fertilizer before the sun comes up."
And you start hearing these as the vines and the branches start kind of like curving and having like this almost like aura around Griswold, an intimidating factor. As he just looks towards all of you, what do you want to know? And then he's eyeing Valken heavily.
I'm gonna say, well, first, why is the U.S. sending you all the way out to the middle of nowhere, fucking France, to chase after a bunch of wizards?
You don't want to lie.
Uh,
I'm gonna show
It's-
him my bloody ball and be like, "You really don't want to lie."
well, it's simple. We're here hunting werewolves. It's an honorable profession. We're defending us against you.
We're across the frickin' ocean. I mean, I'm not a werewolf, but I've got friends that are I've got my token werewolf boys over here. But why does the U.S. care about werewolves in France?
well, there's a bounty. There's, and you see that he keeps looking at Balkan. There's one escaped, and so we must hunt it down.
Do I
It's
see
simple.
him glancing to Velkin and back?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm right next to him.
Yeah,
And I've
yeah.
got trees kind of going nuts. I'm gonna lean for. I've got my mask on at this point. I'm gonna
Mhm.
lean forward and put nose to like metaphorical nose to literal nose and be like, "It's not him you want to be looking at, lad. It's me."
So you kind of, you see that he's panting. His eyes do go back to Valken, and he'll say one more thing. I'm waiting for a response. Do we hit or do we run?
Can I just bite him already? So we can just get this over
What?
with?
Where is he looking at?
He's looking at you, Valken, and he says, do we hit or do we run?
I am bound. My mouth is
Yeah.
bound. So I can't say anything.
I'm gonna have Sonya go up to him and be like, he's not gonna give you any orders anymore, and there's nowhere to run. So you better tell us what you want. Yeah.
And if you do run, you ain't getting very far.
I have my hand on him now, and I have my maul under his throat. Or like by his throat, like this, pressed up against it. And I'm gonna say,
I'm not
answer
hiding
our
anything.
questions.
I have been. I've been answering all your questions.
So the Americans sent y'all across the pond to France to hunt werewolves so y'all could get paid. People
The
with
Americans
no knowledge of magic.
sent us with the proper accord of our government to hunt down beasts and things that are a threat. We had a specific mission. And you see that he's not looking at Vulcan anymore, looking directly at your plague mask. And then every now and then kind of twitching, like when Neff gets too close.
I'm gonna ask Jericho, are you shifted yet?
Oh yeah, I've been shifted since earlier.
I'm gonna look over to Jericho and be like, Jericho, me boy. Yeah, how do werewolves swim? They doggy paddle? Is that the thing there? How does that work?
He's looking
You
very
think
confused.
you think you can swim across an ocean in like an hour or two?
Maybe, but that does get me very hungry. As I just look over at him, can I bite him?
I'm gonna look back to him and be like, he's awful hungry, and you will not survive being bit by him.
Then what's the point in telling you anything? I'm just going to die.
You could live. Someone has to be alive to tell the tale. Like, someone's got to be found in the wreckage, as Bane would say.
Find us.
Like, we need information, and you are in a very sticky situation. You can either tell us what you know. Start at the beginning. Like, how did Mac USA contact y'all?
You look at him, he says nothing.
Okay.
I think you need a finger to tell me.
You see
Okay.
he's panting heavy, and he says nothing.
I'm going to grab his finger, and I'm going to say, you answer our questions, or else this finger go bye-bye.
Who in Makusa contacted you?
Is this the same guy that was missing a finger?
No.
No, this is
Oh,
the guy
okay.
paralyzed upstairs.
He says nothing.
How did you find us?
You have his hand on your. You feel him trembling, and if you could focus just a little bit longer, you can probably feel his heartbeat accelerating rapidly, almost like a rabbit. He says nothing, and a minute passes.
Oh shit. He had a backup strat. I'm gonna say it in Druidic, and it's gonna sound angry, but I'm actually talking to the trees because I've still got this for 10 minutes. Tell me how much time passes here. But I'm gonna tell the plants nearby me to just get dead still. Just absolutely still.
I'm gonna say.
Yep.
I'm gonna say to the party. I'm gonna say, his heart rate's going up and up and up. I'm starting to wonder. Did you take a little something?
Ooh, I've got something that
Just
can
a little
fix that.
something.
Says nothing.
Oh, I'm gonna do something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open his mouth.
I'm gonna just tell him. I'm gonna intently look at him, and then I'm gonna activate Gathered Swarm on me, pretending that it's from Griswold.
Roll me performance.
Oh
And then my
God.
swarm is just gonna flow over, and I'm gonna act like I was scared.
Roll me performance with advantage.
Oh,
If you're getting advantage, I'm not gonna roll with disadvantage. I'll just roll straight. Okay.
forms. It is +1. Charisma is +1. I have an
8 total?
18.
Okay. I was like, oh man, that sucked with advantage. 18.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. 18. As when you see that as soon as all the fairies are visible and start looking menacing, and the trees just stop abruptly. He's really not caring about you right now, Falcon. He's more worried about a Nev having her hand almost inside his mouth.
I'm gonna look over to Bones. I'm gonna say, Bones, reach into my bag and get the anti-poison. I want to make sure this kid's not up to anything.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
Sure.
A bit of time and rumbling to the bags, and you see the ting and
I said that in common too,
Yeah.
so he knows it's anti-poison. Crap.
because you have anti-poison, right?
I do. I have
you have
exactly one
okay.
anti-poison.
I'll say because of the studious nature of Bones and you guys' travel, it doesn't take too long to identify which vial that you need to pull out.
Actually, the only vial I have in my bag presently.
Well, then that's a lot easier. Oh, you mean this is the only one?
I don't think I even carry health potions anymore. I just give them to Neff and I've got healer's kits.
It's a strategy. As soon as she hands it to you, about 2 minutes have passed.
I have his mouth open. It'll make it go down easier.
As you see that he's not struggling, but he's twitching just out of your movements, and he's reacting to you in a very defensive manner.
I don't think we need this yet. We've dealt with the capsule, but I don't like. He's bound. Like Neff's got him. Like Neff, let go of his face. I think like.
All right.
I think he's just kind of panicking
I
currently.
move my hands off his face, but I still grab onto his shoulder.
Neff, good cop, bad cop. Like, take a breather. Take a breather. Jericho, stand over here and look menacing for a second.
Rawr.
That's just too funny to me. Just step here and look menacing.
Like, he's just here to snarl and snap. Look, if you tell us what we want to know, you can go back home. Okay? None of this magic voodoo bullshit, whatever this happens to be. Like, we just want to know why Makusa keeps going after our boy. I'm gonna pat my Jericho over here on the shoulder. Why are you going after him specifically?
Roll me a persuasion with advantage. As long as you're not lying and are not intending to killing him, then yeah, roll me with
I have no intentions on killing him. That is an 18.
Okay. As the second Neff pulls her hands off of him, you see they kind of twitches, takes a second, breathes, relaxes. Like I was saying, I was hired by... He doesn't even look at him anymore. Valken. To hunt down this werewolf. Paid by the ministry in the United States. It was a failed mission upon which he used his own personal income to pay me for the second attempt.
Ah, so he got the initial contract, and then when that went south in Egypt, he went and hired some more goons, i.e. you. No offense.
His eyes are kind of like looking back and forth, like he's also trying to puzzle this together.
At which point, he went and, like, it was less of a contract for him and more of a vendetta. Would you agree?
All I know is that I was hired to do this. I can see that with that boy, and kind of like struggles and points. There was something personal. But as far as I know, the Hunters Guild, we just get hired to kill. Uh, you see it, he was about to say something offensive, and then he just says, creatures of the night.
We call them werewolves. It's fine. Like, it's what they are, dude. They can't help it. But that said,
Wait. How did you find us?
yeah, like, how'd you know we were in France? Like, we're out in the middle of the wilderness, like, helping these places. We're doing good. This guy, as furry and menacing as he might be, is doing good things for the region.
4 minutes are up.
4 minutes, thank
Yeah.
you. Okay, I've got 6 more on Speak with Plants. Hell, even
To
the
be
trees
honest-
thank us, and I'll just point to one, and it'll just kind of twitch a little bit.
So the tree kind of like, and he twitches looking at the tree, confused at the nature of the situation. He tracked you
How?
with
Oh,
footprints and all sorts of things. You're not hiding. You're
Yeah,
not
we weren't we
You're
weren't
not
being
blocking your
stealthy.
tracks. You leave a lot of ripples, and you talk to a lot of people that are easily talkable too.
Yeah. I could see how the plague mask might be a little bit of an identifier there.
That also.
What can you do? Is there anything else you would like to offer for your potential freedom? Like, is there, if we let you go, will you assure us that you're not, like, these Vila have no part in anything that you were hired to do, correct?
I don't even know what that word means.
Okay, the pointy-eared looking lasses that were in the middle of the house that you attacked before it was very quickly set on fire by one of our own.
Yes, the witches.
Yeah, they have nothing to do with what you were trying to do. Your objective was our furry boy over here, and this place is safe from the Hunters Guild and Mac USA, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So that said, is there any other information you think might be beneficial to us in exchange for your freedom?
If I return back to my guild, I'm killed.
Ooh, that's a little hairy. Your guild's in the U.S., right?
He just shakes his head.
Why not just start fresh? Like, you're in Europe, lad. There's plenty of places you can settle down and start something and make a new name for yourself.
There's also a war going on.
I mean, yeah, but war hasn't quite reached to the entire continent. I hear Spain's really nice this time of year, actually.
He just
Speaking of
nods in
name,
agreement.
speaking of name for yourself, what is your name?
Oh, yeah, I probably should have asked that to begin with.
As I'm looking at my notes for his name, 1 second. Characters, where are we? Where? Oh, of course. Okay, cool. Frederick.
Frederick. See, you know what that name sounds really similar to, Frederick? Frederico.
I'm sorry.
As I'm smiling, he's totally not, but
I'm a little. Anyway, what I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna figure something out. I know Jericho and how he works, like how he fights, stuff like that. But wait, no, that's a little too might be too meta. I'm just gonna go to Sonya because me personally, I believe Sonya is the smartest one.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm the one asking questions.
Of the students, I'm not
Right.
saying with the professor. Professors are smarter.
You're right-
Ravenclaw.
You're right the first time. You're right the first time.
I'm gonna do my quote unquote race thing where I'm gonna talk to Sonya in
telepathically.
telepathically, and basically I can do this when I'm within 30 feet of, and I can see them basically. Anyway, I'm gonna tell Sonya. It was like they're speaking in code. He's trying to speak in code a while ago. Try to ask that and figure out what it is, what it's about.
This is a stupid rules question just for Jesus in particular. Does comprehend languages catch thieves can't? Or is it
No,
because
because it's something you have to interpret and learn. So no.
Gotcha. Okay.
You understand
But
the
you're-
words. They're not saying incoherent
Yeah,
things.
they're speaking common, but
Yeah.
because it's coded, yeah, it's like an encryption
Mm-hmm.
in spoken language. That's cool. Huh. How many minutes have passed? I
We're at
assume
5
I've got
at the moment.
we're at 5. I got 5 left. Okay.
So he's just looking at you, Griswold, since you're initiating the flow of the conversation.
Oh, and also because I did contact Sonya telepathic, telepathic.
What?
So you can reply
Would-
back
I'll-
if you
I'll-
choose to.
I'll look to Mr.
If you
Frederick
choose.
and be like, what do you need to take back to the guild to make them think not only were you the only survivor, but that the mission still went without a hitch?
The proper way is with a wolf's head. And they'll know the difference between a fake and a real one.
That's fair. That's fair. See, I was wondering if we could just like hand you gold.
Why would we need gold?
I mean, everyone needs gold. It's shiny and it's worth something. And
That's
if you
true, we
went
could
back
go,
and said,
we can go
we-
to
we
a
call
bank
it-
and give it off. As
You-
you're remembering that the Muggle world does not interact with the same currency that you guys do.
yeah,
And for simplicity's sake, we call it gold, silver, and platinum, and copper when it should be doubloons and other words that escape my mind at the moment.
galleons.
Yes, and galleons, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it seems we're in a pickle, friend. Because I want you to live. My Bitey boy over here might not think so much. I mean, you did kind of like you want to take his head back so you can continue living. I think we all want to continue living.
He just looks at you. You can let me go, and you'll never see or hear from me again.
You're funny.
I mean, he did say that we'll never see or hear from him again. You have no reason to hold a vendetta against us, right? Like, our Molly, rather muscular woman behind you hasn't broken any of your fingers. This guy hasn't bitten you. I've just made the trees kind of shake, and I'm saying that in common. I mean, I am holding your leader here, but,
As he just looks at you, and then looks like he's about to turn to Vulcan, but then just looks back at you, Griswold. If it's me or him, I'll just run. I'll leave.
I mean, he's got all the real answers, but unfortunately, he hasn't been so compromising.
He's
with our
staying
questions.
with us.
As 7 minutes are up at this point.
10 minutes are up. All right. Speak with plants drops. I'll look to the rest of the party and be like, do we let him go? Like, Jericho, I already know your opinion on it, but
As he's looking frantically to
mean-
everyone.
It won't be too long before the other guys get him.
Maybe Jericho has some questions.
maybe Jericho does have some questions. Like, is he intelligible while he's shift? Well, actually, no. I think your shift only lasts a minute, and it's been like 10.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm right back to a human.
Okay.
Yes, I am intelligible. I'm the same way.
And you're bearded and.
He's very wolfy-like.
Yeah.
Kind of just
Smells of
looks at
dog.
you. Yeah, bro, you still smell like puppy. In the best ways possible, in my opinion, but you still smell like puppy. As he just, again, tied up, just looks at you, Jericho.
All I'm
He's
gonna
kind
say
of like
is-
clenching his
oh.
mouth, just in anxious of what's going to happen.
Might as well let him go. I mean, it won't be long till the other werewolves probably get him.
We could probably like. I wonder if this sanctuary would be okay with him working off the damage that he's done. I'm looking to Sonya as I say that, and she's just shaking her head. So I'm gonna take that as a hard no. I'm gonna be like, okay, bad idea. Okay. You know what my advice is, Frederico? It's your name now. It's Frederico.
Oh,
He
God.
kind of just repeats it very Frederico.
You gotta roll the R a little bit, bud. Just a little. Close enough, sure. You know what I think, Frederico? I'm gonna take my free hand, and I'm going to reach behind me. I'm going to pull out my dagger and just kind of twirl it a little bit.
He's looking at the dagger, not at you.
You're a good lad. You got caught up in a situation that's a little over your head. You've told us that the U.S. is apparently sending bounty squads over to hunt werewolves that may or may not deserve it. Jericho, you definitely don't deserve it, but there are others. If everyone's okay with it, and I'll just kind of make a swishing upward motion. I'm not trying. I'm making it like I'm not thinking about slitting his throat. I'm thinking about like cutting him loose.
Mm-hmm. Kind of just move a little bit back with the knife, getting closer to him, but unfortunately not being able to move more than like an inch or two because a Neff is behind him.
You stay here in Europe, and do not go back to the U.S.
Yeah.
Shakes his head.
U.S. is a little crazy right now.
Not cut the rope. I could just undo it.
Yeah, but this is flashier.
Just stay our dark.
But it will ruin
forest.
your rope. Just letting you know.
That's my rope, damn it, no!
As he kind of flinches towards that.
I'm gonna drop a quick DM to someone, really quick.
Before we, I guess, let him go, whatever. I want to get next to him, and I'm gonna see if I can pluck a hair or two from his head.
Easy, no? He's not resisting.
Okay. Be like, if anything happens, I know how to find you.
Roll me intimidation. As you guys get to feel that his knowledge of the wizarding world is very limited to just kill werewolves.
16!
He kind of looks at you, just like nods and shakes.
If she doesn't find you, trust me, the other werewolves might.
Guys, he's intimidated enough. Like, come
I
on.
don't give a shit.
I'm gonna look to our Frederico, and I'm gonna be like, my advice. I'm going to cut the first rope.
My rope.
I'm gonna cut the first like part of the bind.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna glare at Griswold
I'm
and
gonna be
just
like-
growl at him.
head west. There's a country called Spain. Go there. Pick up the name Frederico. Learn to roll the R, like soak in the environment, and start fresh. Maybe there's a hunters guild down there. Who knows? I don't know. Like I don't know shit. But my advice, I'm gonna hit the second one. Just take care of yourself. All right.
Kind of shakes his head and looking intently at the rest of the ties around him.
I
And then-
got this.
okay.
I'm going to start untying
Okay,
it
and
and
as
holding
you-
on to him.
As you do, and he's completely untied, he doesn't move.
I'm
10
going
seconds
to
passes.
I'm going to sheath the knife and reach into my bag and pull out 2 days worth of rations.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, it's not much, but it's food. Okay?
I see grabs it and like closes his hands to make sure
Check
that nothing
it.
happens.
Like feel like just it's jerky and bread and like foodstuffs. Like you're good, dude.
As
Like,
he's more focused on the rest of you guys now that he's open. Slowly starts rising.
I'm gonna drop the whip.
Kind of like
I am literally like dispelling the thorn whip.
okay. As it looks like Vulcan's free now.
I'm gonna be like,
I'm-
we got what we came for.
And
Nope.
you-
I'm running over
Uh-huh.
to Velkin and I'm gonna grab him
okay.
and I'm gonna be like, to Velkin. I'm grabbing him just to be like, "You're not going anywhere. I need to get more information out of you."
As that happens, you see that he kind of sidesteps over.
I'll be like, Frederico, we've done good on your part. Do good on ours. All right.
And as soon as he says that, he just bolts. No one's doing anything. He's running through the woods.
5,
running into
4,
the woods.
3.
Are you gonna chase him?
No.
Right. And he just vanishes, just into the woods. Unless anyone's trying to perceive him, he will disappear. Are you? Okay, then rolling perception.
I want to make sure he's gone before I let go of poor Jeremiah.
Okay.
Or Leon, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That is a 16.
With the 16, you don't see him.
Yep.
I'm gonna telepathic Neff bring me to the house. Aggressive in a way.
Oh my
in case
God.
you're still watching.
Okay. And then I'll be like, "Get inside, you little bitch."
As you guys are moving,
I'll telepathic again. That's uncalled for. 5 points from that.
For the simplicity of the map being moved, as you guys are moving closer and closer to the city, you see. Nope! I don't want to move the tree. I want to move her. All right. She kind of runs over to you, Sonya. Wow, that was cool. Kind of just grabs your hand.
I'm like, don't tell your mother about any of this.
I'm gonna tell her everything.
There's a corpse like 5 feet away from her.
No, they're.
As you guys were moving forward, I was just because of how deep the forest is. Because I remember last time you guys went kind of deep into the forest, but because of delay on the map limitations.
Well, I thought we were just on the boundary, but okay.
I'll move it this way too, so she doesn't see the corpse. That was the intention.
But also we buried.
Well,
they were buried.
We buried him.
Yeah,
or we buried Velkin.
I was talking about Crimson.
I was thinking about Velkin, but yeah. Unless you guys want to stay with the corpses and do something about it, because I know Neff said she was bringing him closer to the city. That's why I said. But what do you guys want to do?
Jericho's gonna stay back and bury Crimson.
Yeah, I was gonna just tell the party I gotta sell this just in case he's trying to get Velkin, quote unquote.
I'll move you guys to the city.
Okay.
Sonya, do you want to be part of the city? Do you want to be part of the forest party?
I want to throw up the idea of we should just stay the night outside. I can tiny hut us because I don't want to overstay our welcome that much inside.
I agree.
From what I heard, our rooms might not even be there.
I don't think they are.
I'm just gonna put my hands on my knees and be like, "Oh, I need a nap." I have 2 spell slots left. I am drained.
With that, then if that's the case, then you'll see the little girl okay, I'll have a hot chocolate for you in the morning. Okay, bye. Thank you for saving us. Bye. And then as soon as you get to the far edge and when you can see the cobblestone meeting the forest, she just waits. And she runs back, and you see one of the guards grabs her by the ear and starts muttering in Vela. So you guys want to stay in the forest and camp there for the night?
Yeah, I think we kind of overstayed our welcome a bit.
No problem. As a tiny hut is casted, whenever Sonya deems appropriate. Jericho, what would you be doing?
I'm just gonna be, burying him, and then, but before I throw dirt on him or anything, I'm gonna kind of fold up my coat and place it on him, and then bury him.
All right. Are you doing this publicly, or are you trying to do this in any sneakily way?
Him.
No sneaky way. Just
Everyone's intent watching.
Jericho is definitely doing that. Neff, yes.
Before I head back to the rest of the party in the woods, I'm gonna ask if we can get our weapons and wands.
Which I
if
believe
we
you
haven't gotten
have,
all of
yeah.
them.
Oh,
Did we get all of them?
I actually don't think I ever retrieved my
I
staff.
thought,
yeah.
if not, then yes, you will be. I think there might have been like one or two specific things, and I'll say that with the encounter within the city, you guys would have exchanged the things you had. So you have your nice glass-looking daggers now, all of your wands, staffs, armor, bows, short swords, long swords, what have you. You have all your weapons back.
All right.
I'm gonna assume by the time she gets back, I am unconscious inside of Tiny Hut. At which,
Yeah.
like, I would just cuddle up to the staff as it's just dropped next to me. Just
Collar staff.
No. Like my moss staff. Like,
your mossy staff.
It's being given, because I never retrieved it. I was bird collars the entire fight.
Yeah. So you get your mossy staff and cuddle up next to it. Go inside the hut and.
Yeah, I'm gonna signal Nevo like kick me inside, sell it.
Okay.
In case he's still watching.
Okay, and then I'm gonna be like, I'm really sorry. I'm not gonna try to hurt you, but kick.
With the kick in a gentle and a forceful way of you jumping in.
No. I have fallen.
As a Griswold, there is a Leon head kind of falls. Like, I have fallen, and I cannot get up. Right next to you, and you are safe within the hut.
Yeah, I'll go inside.
Okay.
Undisguise myself. Ow, that was hard.
And then I'm gonna pass out all the things I just got.
Okay, so I will say for the simplicity of the story, you guys all get your weapons back.
Sonya, did you say?
Yeah, once we're back in the hut, and Leon's back to Leon, be like, he was just trying to see if there was a way out from earlier. From your telemine-pathic stuff.
I kind of figured that out, but I wasn't really sure.
And then I'm gonna be like, okay, everyone's in here. We don't I still have Tito to watch guard, so we can just all pass out.
As she says that, and you have no idea what she's talking about, but you do see a tiny little chihuahua
My little watchdog.
come out into like the tip of the tent, just.
I'm just gonna roll over in like my half unconscious haze and just be like, cast alarm.
Something about alarm being casted was uttered towards you.
As
I believe everybody's in the hut except for Jericho.
Yeah, I'll make my way over there soon.
Okay. Now that you guys are in the hut, is there anything specifically you guys would like to do?
Pass the fuck out. That was an encounter. I am weary. I'm gonna rotate mending real quick so we can fix any gear.
Okay.
Now that I have my wand back, I'm going to just cuddle and be like, I'm so sorry I left
Feel the
you.
warmth. As
Oh, I already have mending. Okay.
you
Yeah, I'm just gonna talk to myself and then go to sleep.
As you guys are getting ready to fall asleep, and the night is approaching, Jericho and Neff, you guys have the new weapons, right? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
The dagger?
Yeah, the dagger. Making sure.
Mm-hmm.
They're cursed.
When you spend time with the dagger as the properties of the mechanics of Dungeons and Dragons, you start moving around with it. You, after a bit of practice and study and balance and working with it, you do learn a little bit about the properties of the weapon.
Magic item.
Yeah, magic item be magic item.
Cool.
As you move with the weapon, until anything further, identification or otherwise, it's had, you just know that it's a magical dagger. And it seems to be incredibly sharp. But with that, the unless you guys are going to specifically try to like attune to the item or anything like that, we'll leave it at that for tonight. Unless anyone wants to do anything for tonight. If not,
Do I get that feeling too?
Staying awake
Yeah,
until
yeah.
Jericho gets back.
okay, I mean Jericho's back. If you guys specifically try to spend time to focus on it, other than just casually like just touching it, you will need to spend an hour being with the weapon.
Bear in mind that fight was at like 2 a.m.
Yeah, exactly. So you guys are pretty tired. If you choose to do so, you can, but you'll be trying to go to sleep around 3 to 4 in the morning, in comparison to everybody else who's already asleep. It's your decision.
I'm taking a nap.
Okay, all right. You take a nap. Jericho.
I'm gonna stay up and mess with it.
Okay. So as you take your hour to focus and attune to this weapon, you will get a couple of notes, and I will send that to you. The only thing that I will say out loud is this is called the Shadow Glass Dagger. And I will send those notes in a second. So, as you guys are asleep,
I'm
I
gonna
will
fall
say-
asleep with a dagger in my hand.
okay, as you do, I will let you know that the night goes successfully. You guys get half your hit die back, a full HP, spells if you need to modify anything or move anything. I'm gonna send it to Steph because I don't see you online. Is
That's
that
what
okay?
I've been doing.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna send it
They're
to-
logged in as Steph.
Yeah, so I'm gonna send it to you, Steph. Okay.
No
so,
peeks.
with the morning rising, you guys waking up a little bit later than you would anticipate, being close to almost noon. Before the first person awakes and the tiny hut still being active. What do we do? As I should probably change the music from nighttime to a more foresty theme day. Let's use this one. So, Order of the Broken Moth. A successful day has progressed. Jess marked down one day of your calendar for the cycle, and you guys have 5 more days until you must reach with the Minister of Magic. So, what do we do?
I'm gonna roll out of bed and spend the first hour preparing my spells for the day. Cause that's how that mechanic works. You just kind of assume the meditative state with the moss staff across my knees.
As soon as Jericho's awake, he's just gonna go and sit by where he buries Crimson until everybody's ready.
Okay. Anything specific that you want to be doing? Or just
Yeah, just sitting.
Just being alone in his thoughts, like
Yeah.
I think this was a childhood friend that we've just murdered.
That's why
So-
I want to give you the sensitivity and pause within the story too. If there's anything specific that you would like to do before anybody wakes, give you the appropriate time to roleplay, please do so.
Just sit there quietly.
Man, a few words.
Okay.
Respect.
As the second person to wake will see Jericho out. You guys can take off all the notes and little tags on your characters since you're full HP, etc.
Oh, and I have all my hit die back, thank goodness. Okay. I'll wait for everyone else to wake up, usually like at noonish after my spells have been prepared. And then at 12:30, if no one else is conscious, I'm gonna be like, "Oi, we got shit to do. Let's go." Like less gruff, but more like we're burning daylight.
Okay.
As soon as Sonya would have gotten up, I was promised hot chocolate, so I'm gonna go get hot chocolate.
Okay. It is way later than you thought. But as you come in, you will see some people kind of looking at you. Before that happens, is anybody else following Sonya to the sanctuary?
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll accompany.
I would like to go also because I want to see if there's something I can do with the windows or some kind of whatever.
Sure. Anybody else gonna tag along?
So
No.
me and Bones with Sonya.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over there too. Basically, I'm gonna look for the madame of the estate and kind of ask before we really leave. Is there anything to help? Basically,
Okay. Neff and Jericho. What about you guys?
Planning on staying with Jericho
Okay.
wherever he was going.
No, I'm just gonna stay there.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a die. Even we'll go with the forest, and odd we will go with the sanctuary. That's a 5, so that's odd. So we'll go with the sanctuary. As you guys are going in, and you do see that some of the Velas still have their armor on and look very defensive as you guys come in.
As we approach the boundary, like the second my feet hit cobblestone, I'm going to very slowly get down onto my knees, lay the staff out in front of me, and say, I am so sorry for the damage we have caused. I would like to help fix it if remotely possible, or if this is beyond the point of being able to be fixed, we'll take our leave. But I believe Sonya did have some words, as she's kind of family here.
And she has her hand on her sword, but doesn't really like pull it out. And you don't get the impression that she will. It's more like formality and
I was
some
just
sort
trying
of
to be
intimidation.
humble and just apologetic.
As quickly you see a little girl running towards you, Sonya. She kind of goes and braces her, kind of hugs you, almost a little bit of a tumble, but you do brace yourself. Hi,
Hi.
I made some chocolate, but you didn't show up in the morning, so I drank it all.
That's fine. I wasn't looking forward to it at all.
Oh, I hoped you were looking forward to it. I can go make some more.
No, it's fine. We're about to leave soon.
Oh, okay. And you do see slowly and tiresomely, as the bodies have been definitely removed.
Well, I thought we dragged him out with us. I remember last session, me and Jeremiah.
Oh yes, you did. Yes,
Yeah.
you did.
Yeah.
With all the people there, and Galadia kind of slowly makes her way towards you guys. That was a very interesting night. Have not seen action like that in quite a while.
I am sorry. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Galleria and be like, yeah, we didn't mean to bring our business here at all. So, like, I apologize for that.
It was not you who sent out the conflict, but I do appreciate the sentiment. I am not speaking 15 feet away. I should probably be a little bit closer. As she looks at you guys. I will say that, with all respect and apologies, I think we want to have you another night. But if you need food or supper, we can accommodate that, at least for tonight.
I'll look to Leon and I'll then look back to Galaria and say, "Is the mirror complete? I wouldn't mind reporting to the Madame that we've finished in our objective of
She
making
will look
sure the sanctuaries were safe."
at Leon and then trying to see, and you get the impression she's trying to look for an F. It is almost. In a day or two, we should be fully done with this project.
Well, as we don't want to overstay our welcome, I'll look to Sonya and see that, or kind of like try to convey with my eyes, because I do have the mask on. It's comfortable for me now, but that we should probably not overstay our welcome, and if you would just report on our behalf that we did what we were told to do.
If anyone asks, I shall.
Okay. I'm gonna look to Apolline and be like, you want me to send, like, I know the mirror's gonna be fixed in a day or two, but do you want me to send a message to your mother? real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you want me to send her?
I miss her, and I love her, and that I can't wait to see her, and that I think I'm learning my lesson, and that I'm not a brat anymore. I saw you fight, and that I want to know how to use one of those, and points to the sword.
Oh.
Okay, you love her and you miss her. I'll tell her that.
Yeah, and then the other stuff too.
I'll tell her that.
Okay.
How old is Apolline?
She's like 7.
Oh my gosh. I'm assuming I hear her say that in. Is she speaking common or are they
She's
speaking
speaking common, yeah.
Okay. Be like, sword's a little big for you so far.
Yeah, I'll get big and strong, and then kind of looks around, and then points to the biggest person in the group, which will probably be Leon.
Yeah, I'm the tallest.
By a bit, but yeah.
Just the
Wait,
tallest. That's
above
it.
6
Not,
feet?
not. I'm 6'1", 5'9".
Oh, because Grizz is
I have a hat.
tall.
I have a hat. That's 1 inch tall.
That's compensating
Thank you very
for
much.
it. Okay. But,
I'm gonna look to Galleria and be like, if we could just have some supplies and rations for the next few days, I'll greatly appreciate it.
I can give you something to take along your ways, if you would like. So I'll go prepare that. Would you guys be joining us for supper?
more than I don't want to impose. Griswold personally does not want to impose. I won't speak for the party here, but Griswold doesn't want to overstep.
When she hears you, Griswold, say that, I'll take that as a no then. So let me go get you something. And she kind of steps out a bit. And you see that the guard kind of loosens herself, and then you see Apolline kind of grab your hand. So you gonna send that message? You can use your magic.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she's so cute.
Okay. If I forget something, just tell me while I'm saying it and I'll remember, okay?
Okay.
Alright? Alright, okay. So I'm gonna cast message
Okay.
to the madame.
Wouldn't it be sending?
Yeah.
Sending. Okay. We're leaving the sanctuary. Apolline says she loves you, misses you. She's not a brat. And I'm just gonna cut off on Anne if Apolline's not talking.
She's gonna be telling you, tell her I want to fight with the sword. And then you guys killed people.
No.
I'm gonna stop at the end and be like, I lost service. That's where it cut off.
Oh, okay. She kind of looks a little bit sad. Oh, okay, I'll tell her soon. There's a mirror that's gonna be fixed, apparently.
Yeah, in a few days when we're gone. When that.
Okay, I'll tell her when you guys are gone. And you do get a reply. Thank you for taking care of my daughter. I know that I could always count on you. You are the brightest out of all of us.
Let's do what you after a few days.
I was like, maybe she won't feel that way in a few days, but I'll take it.
As you'll see Galaria come back, and you see that she has something in both her hands. And you can't quite make it until she's about this far away. And you see that she has 2 dead hares, and then she'll have them right to you. Since Sonya, you're at the front, she's right to you. Some rations.
Thanks.
No, those are rabbits.
And I'm gonna hand them to the nearest adult next to me. Oh, hey,
Probably
Griswold.
Sonya hands you 2 pretty, medium in size hares.
I'm gonna stow the staff, take the rabbits, and be like, I can't make these dance. Okay. And just kind of unceremoniously stuff them into the bag and be like, okay, for later.
Of course, and you see that Galati kind of like nods, like this is just a casual thing.
Is it cleaned at all, or is it just?
No, they're just killed.
No, they are freshly slaughtered.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at Chris. Like, we probably need to skin that. Maybe smoke it and salt.
Yeah. I guess I will pull them back out of the bag
out
then.
in one pull, and that's the most effective way.
Yeah,
I'll
I've
pull them out
done
of the
that
bag
before.
and just kind of pass them to Leon and be like, okay, field stripping expert, here you go. Like we'll handle
As
this.
the
when we're a little-
ranger handles that. As Galatia will grab her hands. They still smell of dead hair. So have fun with that, Sonya. As she kind of like grabs your head, points her forehead towards yours, kind of stepping on her tippy toes just to reach. And you get a slight sensation of like joy. And as her eyes are completely open, looking at yours, I don't know if you have your eyes open. She'll just
If
say,
she does, then yeah.
Keep learning. There is a reason why you're adopted. And then she hits you really hard on the forehead.
Oh,
Yeah, just like the madame.
Kind of turns around. Well, I
You
got
gotta-
more things to kill.
I'll
Mhm.
I'll say one more thing before she walks off. I'll be like, oh, by the way, where's the nearest train station? We have to be back in the UK in 4 days.
Probably back the way you came.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
She
no,
starts stepping
actually,
back.
Yeah, I'll say bye, and then Apolline.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh.
She goes, gives
Before-
you one more hug.
before she really leaves, I wanted to talk to her. Well, like
Oh,
basically ask, do you need any gold to help fix the place?
Gold
Any
isn't really
galleons.
yeah. Gold doesn't really fix things. Hands do. It'll give us busy for a couple of days. Kind of goes over at you and kind of just pinches you
Like-
really hard on the cheek.
Who?
You, Leon.
I'm gonna go like. No.
Are you trying to dodge it?
Yeah.
All right, we'll see if this makes contact. Plus 2.
Oh my gosh.
19
To what?
to your
My
AC.
Damn.
Gets a second of a pinch before you move out of the way.
She is agile.
Apparently.
We see them do this, yes?
Oh
This
yeah, it's
interaction?
in front of everybody. Yeah, yeah,
Okay, I want to giggle.
yeah. Of course.
I'm just like from professor to student, just like that.
So, moving on to as you guys are saying your goodbyes and Appling taking the 2nd and 3rd and 4th and 5th and 10th hug and goodbye. Jericho, Neff, it's been a little bit under an hour or so, like collectively, until the group starts appearing. What are you guys doing?
So before the group gets back, I'm gonna go over to Jericho, and I'm trying to decide if I was like gonna like hook my arm around his shoulders or if I was just gonna nudge him or whatever. But I was gonna be like, I'm sorry. We ended up having to kill these people last night.
That's no problem. I mean,
I do I know that you were close with them at some point.
No. Just, but this is just jealousy took over. And that asshole with no head over there made it worse. I'll be alright. I do need a new coat though. I gave him mine. We go shopping. 100% leather. I don't get those no more.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said those 100% leather. You don't find those that often.
I'll keep a lookout for some of those. The next time we go shopping.
It's gotta be in black.
Okay. I'll do my best, man.
But
I'm
no.
still sorry, and if you wanna ever talk about it, talk to Sonya.
She's not the easiest person to talk to. She's not what happened last year.
She heard that from 20 feet away. It was like, I hear some bitch talk.
Sonya sneezes in the village, be like, somebody's talking shit about me.
Ah,
It's okay.
all right. Well,
We did what we had to
I am serious though. If you do ever feel like, talking or about anything, let me know. I'm around.
I know. I'm around too for y'all. We
Thanks.
did what we had to do to survive.
Yep. And then I'm gonna pat his head. And I fully expect a pat back.
Yes, I'm gonna do this. If I can reach, I'm gonna do it.
As a
Tippy toes.
by the time that this is happening, the party's arriving to both of them patting each other in the head.
Oh yeah,
I'll have
I
Jericho
do.
ship and then do it.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, you reached me!
I do wanna have some fairies like twirl around Apolline.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Tap her forehead using the fairies
You see that
And
she
then
starts chasing them.
and wave at her, by basically.
Oh,
Okay.
and the one other
I-
thing, the last thing I want to do,
Mhm.
Griswold, in the sanctuary, is I'm going to pull my staff back out, much to the candor of the guard, and I'm going to boop the tree that's right there on the edge, right there, and just be like, all right, that's a good tree.
Keeping track of all these
You're a good
markings. Dread the day that you are able to cast your teleportation. And now I'm
gonna
here.
go everywhere.
Okay, change maps. And now I'm here. Change maps.
I
Well,
don't think y'all realize I am perfectly willing to burn a level 6 spell slot to go say hi to Mommy Wata.
Oh, I
Right
know.
back.
Mama Watts is a
Take me
pretty cool
with
person.
you.
You got 6 seconds, bro. So, with you guys gathering together, having 5 more days to get back to where you need to, with prior discussion being about a day's trip away, we're going to go on a break as we guys discuss what we want to do, get a little bit of a preparation and long for the next couple of days, as not every day needs to be impactful or story related. So yeah, we'll be back in about 15 or so, guys. So as this chapter is kind of getting to a close, we'll see what is in order for the Order of the Broken Moth, and what the ministry has to say to you guys. So we'll be back in a bit, guys.
Be right back. Hello.
Hey guys, welcome back. So, other than Leon preparing these the critters to be consumed and eaten, is there anything specific that you guys would like to do on these 5-day trip to the ministry?
I am specifically going to spend as much time letting my bat out as I can.
Okay.
And feeding him and enjoying him.
Okay. As you are doing so, training and getting more familiar with your bats and doing such things. What about the rest of you guys? Anything that you guys would like to do in the forest or in the train specific before reaching the proper locations of the Ministry of Magic?
Do you think there'd be a decently sized tree near-ish the train station? It can be in like a park or something.
Are we still gonna...
Okay, cool. I'm going to boop that tree.
Okay.
Is
Like,
it gonna
Keep track of where you're booping, but yeah, sure. What's up?
Yeah.
how long is the walk to the trains? Is it gonna take like a day or anything?
It depends on whatever you guys want to do.
It's basically really if we do have to spend the night on like the forest or something before we hit the train station. Like I do wanna basically smoke and salt and basically really prepare that rabbit
Okay, if that's what you
So
want to
that-
do, then
so that we have that ration.
okay. So you guys have rabbit rations to add to your inventory. Please mark off 1 day's worth of rations previous to this, as you guys have 4 more days before your proper trip to the ministry.
Quick question.
Yes.
How should I add that rabbit ration? Is that for 2 days or just 1 day or what?
Because of all of you guys, I would say, to be honest, it would probably be about a day's worth of rations.
Okay. I just wanna, because basically I'm gonna mark off 1 day ration on mine or something,
Sure. Yeah. However you
so
want it.
that basically like I'll add it to my ration.
Just letting you know that this after it's been prepared, you have, because it's been salted, etc. So you still have, within a month, if you do not eat it, it's going to start having some side effects, and then in 2 months it's completely useless for the purpose of survivability.
Mm-hmm.
So mark that down as you will. Keep track of that as best way you can. As the day progresses, going to the train station, anything specific that you guys would like to do at the station or on the train? It's about a day's worth of trip to get to your location.
Candy.
I'm gonna try and get a newspaper.
With a silver for each of you, you guys will definitely get a newspaper and the amount of candy that will satisfy you for the day.
Can someone spell Abilene for me? I'm just making a note real quick.
I'll send it to you.
Thank you.
Apollini. I think that's how it's.
I'm just gonna ballpark it, and then I'll ask for clarification later. Anyway.
As you your newspaper, the important headlines at the moment talks about the war, talks about constant conflict with Grindelwald, posing kind of not balance, but safeguarded questions, kind of making the reader lean either for or against Grindelwald within the writings itself. Those are pretty much the bigger headlines that you're seeing.
I have
About the Muggle War, right? About Muggle War or about the war for Grindelwald?
Both.
Or both?
Yeah.
Both. Okay.
Someone was speaking. Yes.
Yeah, I have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
How many attuned items can you have?
3.
3? Okay. I am going to, when we get on the train, I'm going to go sit by Bones, and I am going to pull out my dagger and give it to her.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, I think this would probably be suited better for you.
What 3 items do you have attuned to yourself at the moment, Neb?
Cloak of the Manta Ray,
Okay.
Gauntlets of the Ogre,
Mm-hmm.
and my wand.
Your wand is a freebie.
Okay.
Everybody's, because of the Harry Potter world, you technically have to be attuned to your wand, but it's a freebie.
So we can technically have
there's
4.
one more.
That's totally balanced.
Theoretically, you have 4, 3 real ones, 1 with the fucking world that you live in.
Yeah.
Does the Greater Ring of Cooling count?
Nope, that's not an attuned item.
Okay, good.
Let's just kind of
Okay.
equip it. And
Well,
it does its
Yeah.
I
job.
don't have a third, but that's okay. She can have it still.
Alright, so you have a very nice glass-looking dagger. Bones, do you wish to attune to the dagger?
The broom doesn't count as an attuned item, right?
No, I do not believe so. You would probably know if it's an attuned item, like, because I would make sure that I would let you know.
Well, and
It's
I
all-
know that I think the staff was for sure.
The snake staff.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, no, I
No,
think
the
snake
snake
staff's
staff's
just
it's an arcane focus with a little bit of a oomph, so it's not attuned either.
like my bird collar staff. I didn't have to attune to it. I could just grab it and just burbs, bam. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
from
would
my
like- I would
understanding,
like
you have
to-
no attuned items, Lee.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to. And then I think. Do we know whatever happened with the charisma bracelet that used to be Ferris's?
It was lost with Ferris.
Mm-hmm. Ferris still has it.
Y'all never had the chance to get it off of him. Because Nexus grabbed his corpse and warped.
Okay.
So
So,
anything Ferris had on him is gone.
Can I read while I'm attuning to something, or it's complete focus?
you have an entire day, so you can read stuff, but when you're tuning to the item for that hour, that is all you're doing. You're tuning to the item.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to do that, but then I was also thinking I want to see if I can research in my tome or wherever some of the thieves can't, if there's anything that I can look at.
To
Study.
be honest, you will find absolutely nothing. That is the entire purpose of Thieves' Cant.
Yeah,
To not
I
be
know,
tracked.
but I think I would like to see if I could figure
Sure. Roll-
something out.
Yeah, roll me a history.
Okay.
Would I know? That's meta. I was like, would I know what he's trying to read? What she's trying to read? And,
Unless
what
she
I-
specifically is telling you out loud, yeah, because you're not reading her mind. Yeah.
Did you say history?
Yes, history.
Oh, that's
do
a
have
good one.
Yeah, I do have a question. How much is candy for everyone and tea?
I would
So I
say
can
2
mark it off
silver
my-
will give you guys an appropriate amount of candy for today, and what they say unlimited until you start abusing it, then they'll give you a limit to the refills on either English tea or some white jasmine.
Ooh, I'll bite on the white jasmine. Absolutely.
White jasmine. Yummy,
Yeah.
yummy.
I got a dirty 20.
With the third 20, you spent a good hour, going on 2. You start noticing that time has passed by when you're at 3 hours, and you, through the books, through any prying and interrogating and processing, there is no mentions of Thieves' Cant.
And I know
No.
there was some stuff that we got from the dungeon, the cave.
Yeah, there was some information within that you guys can ascertain as I'm opening up those notes.
Can I ask anybody that I think would have potentially understood? So Jericho, or I guess Leon, Professor Leon, since he's been around and he's kind of a
Yeah, if Bones
historian.
if Bones looks at me and then I look at the book, was like, I don't think Jericho is the best bet.
I'll look over my newspaper and be like, that you've had that book a while, right? Tells you things. You can like see if it's got anything on Druidic. Like,
Okay.
at all.
Also, I'm gonna use 4 silvers worth.
Okay. Sure.
So that the extras will be in my bag.
All right. You'll have quite a bit of candy.
Yes.
Roll me another history, Lee.
In before 1.
My sweet tooth card. Empty.
I got a 14.
Oh no, not add.
You find nothing that would be any indication of druidic at all.
Okay.
You do know that at least
I'll let
for now
Grizz know
is
I'm
that
not finding anything.
Druidic is a very secretive language, not translatable because it's from tribe and tribe. What would be referred to as circles.
Would I know that Draconic is similar?
No, Draconic is completely different.
Draconic's an actual like lexicon and actual proven
and
language.
Thieves can't, from what you're on trying to gather, is
saying one thing
probably
and meaning something else.
not only that, but from city to city it will be different. From guild to guild it will be different. From individual to individual it might be different. It is universal only in danger.
I'll be like, I figured there wouldn't really be anything on Druidic in there. It's a weird one. And then I'll gesture to the rest of the party and be like, so we want to like form some kind of battle plan, not necessarily for the ministry and not necessarily battle per se, but just kind of go over the information we've gathered while we've been on this expedition. I'm doing my part as a professor, and I'll look over to Leon and be, "Isn't it right?"
I'll nod my head while I drink tea and eat candy.
Okay.
Take a swig of
It's
my
pretty
tea.
forthcoming about who is trying to influence her, so
Bones, I only caught the last half of that. Can you repeat?
I said that the hag was pretty forthcoming about who was trying to influence and or coerce her. So
Yeah.
that was a name that definitely was said.
That immortality, like, laboratory was weird, though. It was a bunch of knowledge that...
I never got to see that.
Huh?
Not everybody saw that. Huh.
Do we anticipate doing a field report and kind of reporting everything back, or are we going to be basically on trial for crime?
I mean, usually at the end of a field trip, they ask you what you learned, don't they? Something like that. I don't know. It's been a few years since I've been in Hogwarts, but
Was this officially mandated by the ministry?
I mean, this was. I think we just went to go visit the Madame, and things just kind of spiraled from there. But regardless, judging from the inspector, the ministry took an interest in it. So I think it's only fair we debrief them. But basically, what I'm asking is, what do we know, and what do we not want the ministry to potentially know?
I think the ministry deserves to know about Grindelwald's attack on the
Well, yeah, that goes without saying.
and controlling like what's this, guardians of forest to attack other creatures.
It's like he was corrupting the guardians themselves. It's brutal. Act of war on another country. I'd go so far as to say.
When we stumbled upon the Chimera and that scene that was happening, the soldiers that were trying to conceal it from the world said, remind me again, Jesus, didn't they say something about there's a spy in the ministry?
One more time.
Didn't didn't the soldiers say something about there being a spy in the ministry for Grindelwald?
The Aurors that were
Aurors?
guarding, or that were trying to fight off the Chimera.
It's been mentioned several times, not just
Right.
then. But yes,
Right.
they have said that Grindelwald has some influence within the ministry.
So I'm just taking that one separate event that happened because what happened with the Chimera and the Aurors that were trying to conceal it. Because that's when Inspector Doucheface, or whatever his name is,
It's appropriate.
said that we were due at the ministry. So I'm just taking that one particular incident and trying to think about what we learned from that. They know that there's a mole.
Oh, I was looking for the nickname for the inspector
Yeah.
that we gave him.
Margadouche.
Yeah, Gimp Margadouche.
Yep.
Because we're all...
Doucheface is close enough.
Yeah. No, you hit on 90% of the there.
Mega douche.
Yes.
I think we might want to be a little reserved in
Recounting how many people we killed?
well, no, like reserved in the sense that we might not want to tell them everything about the cave we discovered. 'Cause
Aren't they gonna just take our wand and see what we've cast?
Likely.
That's a possibility.
Whoops.
Man, it's a good thing that most of us didn't have wands last night.
Yeah,
I mean,
of us who did.
worst thing
Yes.
I did was worst thing I did was polymorph and hold person. I'm more worried about them seeing me animate.
Right, but
I had
you
flare.
also didn't have your
Flare.
main wand, your main staff.
Yeah. I had my
So-
holdout staff.
So there you go.
Yeah, maybe that's what we need to be doing. Just
And
having
I
our
didn't-
side piece do all
I
the bad
raged,
spells.
but that's the only thing I can.
I'm just picturing us scrubbing the serial numbers off of our wand.
Delete history, clear.
How bad
I
is
remember
that?
going incognito.
I can see Jesus say, "Okay, guys, roll initiative," and we go, "Okay, let me switch out wands."
Jesus, how bad is Sonya's command spell to the Imperious Charm?
It's like Imperious Light, I think.
Yeah, it's a couple
Is it
steps
legal?
below. It's technically not.
Imperious
It's just frowned
LTE.
upon.
It's not Azkaban sentencing, but you're not supposed to do it. The fact that you know how to do one is both
Alarm.
impressive and alarming. Yeah,
Yeah, meanwhile, Animate Dead's just over here like, ah, crap.
yeah, that's 100% illegal. Where did you learn that? Don't tell.
From Tom Riddle.
No.
He's
No,
He's
no.
not even there yet.
I think I'm of the mindset that since we know there's a mole, and they came out and said that there's a mole, I think this is more or less. I mean, we did. Trying to remember if we told Dumbledore of our suspicions or not.
I don't think we ever... Because I know we have our suspicions on Oliver,
Hmm.
going way back. I don't think we ever voiced that to Dumbledore, but I can't remember offhand.
Yeah,
We did.
We sent him a message. We used sending and some other
Yes,
stuff.
you guys did
early
at the
on.
village in
in
Marley Level.
Egypt too. After we talked to Dunsomni.
Yeah. Okay. So Dumbledore might be aware of the Oliver situation. I don't think it's time to try to weed out the mole just yet. I think we just
No,
need to debrief
but-
it.
But
I
we should also
think-
remember that we were warned against trusting Dumbledore specifically by the Velas.
Yeah.
I think that my whole
is not
plan of action
the first
is to
time-
answer yes or no questions.
That's been said to you guys.
Yeah.
Well, that's the first time it's been sent to the group. It's not the first time it's been sent to Bones.
Wait,
About what?
Not trusting Dumbledore.
Oh,
If Bones is
I haven't
disclosing
done
that
ever.
information.
Like, I
Yeah,
haven't done
yeah.
that forever.
Who else said that?
Was it Mami Wata that told me?
I don't believe it was.
I'm trying to remember way back. I'd have to look at my notes.
Alright, look at your notes.
I don't have enough.
That
Some of
sucks.
them.
Jesus, help
you can roll me an
remember.
intelligence model. Well, I'll see if you remember that way.
Okay.
Also, if you guys want to pick up your sheets and stuff, let me know. We can arrange something like that to happen.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Bones' character sheet is just entirely scrawled with stuff. Not
Would
that that's
you,
a bad thing. I just think it's an interesting quirk.
What did you get on your intelligence?
It was just a straight
Straight in.
ant, right?
Yep. We'll
Let's
see if your
see.
character remembers. There's the trains going by and kids are running through. Eventually, you'll see someone just come up and just, more tea?
I'll look down at my tea and realize it's grown cold, and I'll.
I'm like,
You sure do drink a lot.
Got a
Mhm.
16.
here you go.
16 as they refill your teas and then kind of just put a couple of bags there. You can take some on the go, and kind of leaves and Leon, you'll get a wink since you paid a little bit extra and
I'll give her.
so- oh, much obliged. She kind of just leaves.
Because she
16.
Something of tea.
The first person to tell you to be aware of Dumbledore was Oliver.
Wait, real Oliver or real?
That was in
Oliver?
the cave,
That
I
was the
think,
cave,
when we met
Oliver.
him.
Oliver told you this.
When you were the centaur?
No, Oliver told you this with the first encounter you guys had with Grindelwald. Because,
In the square?
yep, because
I thought he had
Dumbledore
said something
showed
in
up-
the cave, too.
Dumbledore showed
Whoever
up
that
really
Oliver was.
late. He was telling you that he was looking for a mole, and that his interrogation and scouting got him locked up in here with where Grindelwald was sending these minotaurs to dispose of people.
Okay. Okay.
And after that, as you guys became friends with Oliver, and in the battle with the Obscurial, Dumbledore coincidentally showed up right at the end of that fight, and Oliver warned you about not being able to trust that man. He seems to constantly be arriving just after something horrible has happened, and is always around when something horrible happens.
Just wait.
And
ahead.
the Madame does not trust Dumbledore because he's the only one who has the power to stop Grindelwald and refuses to for some attraction or love to him, and that she poses that as one of the greatest threats. A man who is in love and will not act upon it is more dangerous than the person casting the spells. In her point of view, Dumbledore not acting on Grindelwald is him allowing Grindelwald to do all this harm.
Being complicit in.
So from her perspective, Dumbledore was the one that allowed them to have all these bad things happen to the entire sanctuaries.
That's gotta suck being blamed by proxy.
So
Well,
my opinion
But also,
is,
it seems like we can never get a bead on Grindelwald. Like, he's one step ahead, and I know that's his notorious thing, but it also feels like he's very informed of everybody's actions.
What was that, Neff?
Oh, my opinion is going into this possible interrogation or whatever it is going to be. Why don't we just not volunteer any information? Let's figure out what they want first.
Yeah, if possible, if we can keep the Velos and the whole sanctuary stuff out of their minds, that'd be great. I don't want them on their radar.
I mean, the Velas are under a different ministry's jurisdiction. I don't think the British ministry.
So was Makusa, and they still made it across.
That's a fair point. The English Channel is a little. Think.
Oh, and this whole time, Sonya's trying to figure out a way to have her scarf cover up like all her hair and her tattoo at the same time. She's preparing herself.
Sure, I'll say that with a day's worth of practice, yes, you can hide all that. Yeah. You look very stylish, by the way, and you were able to hide that. So,
where's the train stop? Like where are we getting off? Like London?
I believe so. Yes, if I remember correctly, because I don't have my notes up. I believe you will get off at London, which then you would need to go up. No, the ministry is in London. The school is up.
London.
Yeah, the school is up north.
Scotland.
Yeah. So, I would say that you guys had a nice rest. Days have transpired. With another day's worth of rations taken away from you guys. If there's nothing else that you guys would like to do specifically at the train station, is there anything that you guys would like to do with the 3 days left before the appropriate meeting with the minister?
Well, they said we have until like that, so I assume we can show up early and still trigger it.
You can, if you want. That's you can certainly try seeing if you can go early. I believe that's a safe assumption. I just want to see if there's anything specific that you guys want to do. If not, we can just fast forward to the ministry itself.
Shopping. I believe that Jericho wants a new leather jacket. We could we could shop in Muggleville for this. Like London.
100% we'll let you know that if you do shop at the Muggles, your currency is pretty useless.
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. I want to go to Diagon Alley.
Okay.
Yeah, I do have some.
Is there is it minute specific things that you guys want to shop for, or do you want to make an experience out of it? Do we need to role play it out, or is it something that you guys can just get from the player's handbook? That's pretty much what I'm saying.
It's kind of to me way. Just want to sell some.
One more time, Jeremiah. You cut out.
I just want to sell some things and possibly get something, but you never.
Yeah. I need to get I was gonna buy like another thing of rope, 50 feet of rope, and then some rations, pet food, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I'll let you know that the pet food would be equivalent to the day's worth of rations. So it is 5 silver for 1 day's worth of rations. Mm-hmm. The rope would be in the player's handbook.
Yeah.
Which, I'll just type it.
Say me. Like I said, me personally, I don't really need
But I was also
role play wise stuff, so I don't know.
I was also looking for another black leather coat for Jericho.
I would say that that a nice tailored black coat for Jericho would run him about 7 silver.
I'm gonna buy that, and I'm gonna just surprise him with it.
Sure. Nuts. This is why I printed all this stuff out, because all the information for items should be here. These are weapons. So, as I'll get you the price for that rope in a second. Is there anything magical that you guys would like to buy?
I'm trying to remember if I still have a pocket skeleton.
I believe so.
Ah, crap.
From the.
I don't want to enter. I don't want to enter the ministry with that.
Do you want silk rope or hemp rope? Because there's a big difference in price.
Hemp.
Hemp, that is 1 gold and it weighs 10 pounds.
Okay.
Bag of holding says it has no weight.
That's It has some weight, but yes.
It has weight.
Well, the bag of holding always weighs 15 pounds, but
Yes,
like,
but you will eventually run out of a limit for the bag holding.
well,
maybe,
yeah,
maybe.
fair.
You guys aren't carrying 15 full plate sets of armor in your bags of holding
And-
like some other groups. So, yes.
I'm like, while we're in Diagon Alley, because I know Gringotts, I'm gonna look to the students and be like, do any of y'all have a bank account by any chance?
The adult Leon.
I'm gonna look to Leon and I'm gonna be like, I might need to stash something really quick.
Oh, what do you need to hide?
I've got a pocket skeleton.
As you can
I'm gonna
take
walk up
the-
by him,
yeah,
and
the
I'm gonna pop
half
on the back of his
day
head.
to do so.
It's
Just so you know, you can also go in a day or so, half a day. You can go to Hogwarts to your appropriate location, drop off the stuff that you need to, and then go to the ministry. And that is something that you guys would like to do.
I was
It's
like,
literally
oh,
2
like
hours of a train ride.
we do have an office per se. We are professors in Hogwarts, so maybe you can leave it there. I don't know if I'm comfortable leaving a skeleton
Hey, you could
in
just
my
put a note
family
on it.
estate.
You could just put a note on it and be like, "This is what happened to the last person that tried to break into my vault." Like, ward up with the raiders of your estate. Like,
Oh my gosh.
Like, I mean,
Was that a
Gringotts
Dr.
is
Jones
one of the
joke?
safest-
The Raiders of your estate.
I mean the Gringotts is the safest place to hide.
yeah, though you
I'm
could, you
just
could,
not
you could,
comfortable hiding a skeleton.
Leon. We've all got skeletons in our closet. Okay.
Be in
I'm-
his
I'm-
bank
I'm not
account.
you.
You just hide it in a tree somewhere, Grizz.
Okay. One, I don't want to make it look like we lynched a skeleton. That's rude.
I meant
So-
inside of a tree.
Oh,
So with you guys appropriately stashing
God.
the skeleton in whichever manner you choose,
okay.
buying your rope, buying
I'll-
your rations.
Yeah, you know what? I'll swing up to Hogwarts and I'll just say, Dumbledore, I gotta stash something quick, and
Like, I do want to go to Hogwarts and
Get your owl.
say hi to my owl.
You will be able to do so, no problem. As you guys get your pets.
yeah, I want to just stop by Spineroll, make sure he's doing okay.
There's some
Yeah.
fingers.
Might require a little bit of roleplay there.
I will get to that in a second because Spine Roll has gotten a little bit bigger.
But I
So
want
Jess, what I believe you have a finger up, and then we'll go to Bones. Hey, what's up?
Okay. So, literally just one little, like, quick roleplay thing I wanted to do was, as soon as I got the jacket, I want to walk up behind Jericho,
Okay.
and as I'm still kind of walking, I'm going to just drop it on his shoulders and keep walking.
Jericho, roll me a stealth. Are you trying to be sneaky about it or no?
No, I'm just
Okay,
trying
okay.
to drop it and keep going. Like, not making a big deal out of it.
Okay. As Jericho, you hear her coming by, and you feel the slightly heavy coat on you, and it looks really nice. Those measurements work very effectively.
Say wearing it.
Yes. I'm just gonna be like this.
You have a nicely tailored leather coat. A jacket, if you will.
I'm wondering if it's got hidden pockets. I mean, he's a rogue. They're edgy, like totally the kind to have.
He's
Jericho, why don't
probably
you-
making that right now.
Why don't you tell us what your coat looks like?
Oh, right now, this is gonna be all black. I'm gonna get it designed later.
Okay.
I want to get it to where it was almost like the old one, but like silver on it. But instead of the cross on the back this time, I want it to be a wolf head helmet.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. That's cool.
But when you get it to Hogwarts, I wanna write a letter.
Okay. What's your letter written? Before that, Bones.
Yeah.
Bones, you hit your hand up.
Yes. I, since we were talking about shopping and getting things, I am interested in maybe seeing if there's a place I could get some illusionist type things. I don't know. Like,
The deck of illusions?
no, that's
Like
not me.
the hat of disguise?
No, like, funny smoke bombs that would let me disappear out of sight without using a spell or some kind of
an
sleight of
investig-
hand cards, or I think it would be interesting, and I've been reading and thinking I could be clever with my charisma to really sell some illusion.
Roll me an investigation.
Okay.
I was about to say, Fred and George's shop doesn't exist until the mid-90s, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's got to be something that muggles do that would just be entertaining.
Peruvian
also maybe
vanishing
possibly-
powder.
Yeah, something maybe useful is my thought. That, and maybe I'm thinking about a harp too, but these are just random things popping into my head.
You can definitely find a harp, for sure.
Did you say investigation?
Mm-hmm. You asking around, looking at stuff, and prying which shop to go to in Diagon Alley and related alleys nearby.
I got a 16.
16. As Mr. Mulper's apothecary and potion shop might be the best location for you. As you go in, and the man behind the counter, well, if you're looking for something like that, I do have this potion that essentially is a bottle, and it emits a powerful gas, and it's an ever smoking bottle, if you will. I have a proclamation of someone who did not pick up their oil that they enchanted, but it's an oil that essentially makes you go as what is that textbook definition? Ethereal. And you would be interactively useless with the world, but you'll be part of the world. It's kind of like a ghost.
Are those both one-time use?
It's essentially you open the bottle and the gas comes out, or you drink the bottle, and that would be a thing. If you're looking for something long-lasting, then I would not be able to accommodate that for you. As for your illusionary display, I do think that would probably be something at Nocturne. That's something that would be slightly out of more legal altercations.
Yeah, I've got to swing by a shop down there anyway.
How much would those two items be, sir?
I would have to approach my ledger over here, but it's going into the thousands of range. Let me look it up.
Thousands of gold?
Oh yes, it's quite difficult to make you not be here at the same time being here. Where is?
Was it two items, or it was just the one that was a gas?
There's two, essentially the ever smoke bottle and then the oil of etherealness, which
Okay.
Where? Oh, here, magic items. I need to look at the specific price for these items.
Oil of etherealness probably is the functional, stronger version of gaseous form, I would assume.
Oil of etherealness will run you 1,920 gold.
That don't play.
And the ever smoke bottle will run you 1,000 gold.
I don't know how much I have. I don't think I have that much. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's very interesting to know, sir. Thank you. I think that's a little out of my price range, but
You can, I would ask your father to maybe give you a little bit more of an allowance or wage, and save up, and eventually you'll have it, and do your mischief as you see, please. So you guys are walking out the.
I'll look to Bones and be like, hey, if you want to swing by Borgin and Burks, I've got to make a pit stop there anyway.
Oh, I want to sell, but I guess we can do that.
If you want to sell anything, if it has a price within the player's handbook, you would get half that price back.
Oh, it's not really on the player's handbook. Well, kind of it is, but it's the gems from the robe of useful item.
Okay. Do you have a gold for that?
Yes, it's actually.
Then you would be able to transfer that.
It's basically 2,000 gold.
Oh crap! Good. Yes.
You would have to do that at Griswold at the bank. Then they'll be able to transfer you correctly. As the goblin looks at you and kind of weighs it and just starts muttering to himself and speaking goblin, and eventually just gives.
Well, we're in Griswold.
Yeah.
Do you want to deposit something?
I mean, not publicly, but
you would deposit it if you so wish.
Okay, I will gladly borrow the use of Leon's vault and deposit this. How much?
Is it in the open?
How much is it for me to just open an account with Gringotts?
It would cost you 1 gold as a one-time fee, and then you have a bolt.
Cool. I will open an account, have them take me down to my vault, be like, all right, no look-see. No look-see.
And if you want it protected and enchanted, it would cost you an allowance of 5 gold per month.
I just need one that's like not super visible, but also not incredibly protected.
as if you do so, 1 gold, they'll essentially walk you down a couple of flights of stairs, and then you'll see a wall of small little 1 foot by 1 foot door with a large, almost 15 feet gap that you can just start stuffing things in.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's exactly what I need right there. Okay.
I didn't know about the. And should I start?
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
Then,
I guess after the game or something.
After that skeleton has been stashed, I'm going to like assuming that I'm with Bones when she tries to get these potions. I'll offer the Borgin and Burks things, and if she doesn't want to go with me, then I'll go to Borgin and Burks and be like, I need to put a skeleton on hold, please.
I want to go, but you said that I could get a harp, Jesus?
Yeah. You can get a harp at there is a musical shop. I'll tell you the price in a second.
I wonder if there's like a cursed one at Borgin and Burks.
Ooh, that'd be tasty.
Yeah.
So
It always plays off key.
They have poisonous candles, mass, flesh-eating slug repellent, rope, diamond, compressed powder, lock-picking tools. They still have a couple of spell gems. They have assassin's blood, poison. They have crawler's mucus, which is also poison, and serpent venom. You are asking for something of disappearing, essentially?
Huh?
Bones?
Oh, Bones.
I was thinking more like for a showmanship, just like, oh, I'm gone, ooh, but not really super impressive. I know we're in the magical world, so things are actually what they say they are, but
I think she's looking for like more genuine, like sleight of hand, actual like human muggle magician tricks.
Probably won't find a lot of that here.
probably not.
Because it's kind of vague in of itself. What are you looking for specifically? What would have catched your eye?
I was just thinking that on occasion it might be interesting when we're in certain encounters to be able to do some kind of distraction type thing that would draw attention of beast, person, whatever, and give us a moment to reset? Because I feel like a lot of times when we're in different encounters, there's a moment where it's like, oh, if we could just try to stall for 2 seconds, then we figure this out. But
that most likely would be an alchemist shop then.
okay.
If you're looking for like some sort of like bang flash type of thing, I will say, roll me another investigation to see what we get.
While she rolls, there's 2 things I want to do in Borgin and Burks. One, I want to put a skeleton on hold, like so that they won't sell it, so that the next time I'm in Diagon Alley, I can pick it up.
Okay.
I don't know how much gold that would be. I would assume the price of the skeleton, which would probably be like what, 1 gold, 10 gold, million gold.
2 trillion million 1 gold. As a
Zillion.
And it was investigation again, right?
yeah,
Jesus?
it'll cost you
I got
3
it.
gold for a nicely tuned harp.
Ooh.
Within here, as you're looking at the nice, heavy wine set, beard bellied gentleman, with the slick back hair. If you would want to put one on hold, I'm going to ask for half the price now.
I can give you the whole price now, actually.
What's your name? And as you see that he kind of moves his hand and like starts writing things down, and he will ask you for 10 gold for the skeleton.
Cool, got you. And the name's Griswold, old chap.
Yeah.
I've been in here a few times before. The mask might.
I remember, but for protocol.
Yeah, fair. I wouldn't want to be remembered walking in either. I get it. But and then how much for a first level spell gem?
Nah, that would run you 1,300. Nope,
First
sorry.
level?
Sorry, that is 300.
I was like, I already have a second level. If the first one's like 1,000, for fuck's sake.
These are the incorrect prices, but since I already quoted you, that's what it's gonna be. These are cheaper than they really should be.
So the first level's what, 200?
300.
300? Oh crap. I'll pass him. It's 10 gold for the skeleton, right?
Yeah. And what did you get on investigation?
I got a 17.
17. Within the alchemist shop, I'll say that it's going to take them a day or two to make your powder, but it would be a flash powder. It would be a loud bang and a visible powder that could be used as distraction. Definitely will cause some sort of blindness and maybe some sort of deafness temporarily. Depending on how much of this powder you would be wanting to use. I'll say, depending on how good this alchemist is, apparently not well at all. They will probably go about a pinch full. Let's compare it to something else. It'd be about 300 gold for a pinch of it.
That one-time use?
So it'll be a one-time use of a large bang and flash that could possibly deafen or blind someone temporarily to allow something like an escape.
I know what spell this is.
Okay. Also, you said 3 gold for the harp. Is that correct? Was that back at the other shop or?
Any location. Technically,
It's a
would be
music shop.
there is a musical shop within here that I do not have the current name for it, but I think it's in Horizontal Alley. Probably. You have more mundane things there.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
And I definitely would like to get both.
Okay. I will give you the stats of that powder, and I'll send it to you in a minute. Okay.
Perfect.
And then you said the level 1 spell gem's 300 and the skeleton's 10.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna hand him 100 silver for the skeleton. It's not
Gotcha.
exactly what he's asking for, but
Counts
you know.
it and accepts it because it's money's
And
money.
then You know what? Let's be poor. Yeah, I'll drop 300 on the level 1 spell gem.
Nice to do business with you.
You as
Can-
well.
Can I ask Grizz how the gem works?
So since you're with me for this, I'll be like, yeah, you basically charge it. It's meta. It's an extra spell slot.
What you do is you cast that level of a spell. You can cast any. So like level 1, you can cast any level spell above 1 into the gem. You use that spell slot. That gem will have that potential spell slot. So if
It's basically an extra spell slot.
yeah, you have to spend the spell in it. It's preserved in there, and then anytime that you would cast it later, you can just use that gem as the spell slot. So level 1 for 1, level 2 for 2. So if you have a second level spell gem and you cast a level 1 spell into it, nothing will happen. You'll just use up that energy. If you cast a level 2, 3, or 4, 5, 9, you only have up to a second level spell in it.
Is that a reusable thing?
Yeah, you can reuse it. Yeah, that will be a reusable channel.
So I've got a first level and a second level now.
So-
The second level, I want to note, I charged on the train. Like while we were...
it's pretty much exactly what Ryan's doing. Like the most optimal use for it is charge it when you're not in combat, when you're just like chilling the night before, and when you wake up and have all your energy back, you'll, by mechanic standpoints, have a additional spell slot of that spell level within that gem.
So I've got my skeleton. I've got my skeleton on hold. I've got other skeleton in Diagon Alley, or in Gringotts. I think if we want to do Hogwarts and do the spine roll interaction, totally. If
Sure.
everyone's cool with that, go say hi to our mascot.
Do you have the stats for a spine roll by any chance? Or they're in your handbook?
They're in my. You sent me pictures, but I don't know if it's got the spine roll stats.
Okay. If I can't quickly find them because I don't want to go to the other room, give me 1 second. It might be in this folder. If it's not on here, then apologize, and we'll. That's not spine roll. That's not spine roll. That's not spine roll. That's not spine roll. Okay, so they're in the other room. I will let you know that spine roll is slightly lengthier.
He a tall boy.
He's a little bit taller, and when you enter the
Greenhouse?
location where he is, the greenhouse, you almost didn't recognize him at first. He blended in extremely well until he started moving. You see that he has learned a new feature called Cunning Help, which allows him to take additional actions within combat.
Really?
Mm-hmm. He's a little bit beefier too.
I'm going to, the second I walk into the greenhouse and be like, Spiral, I missed you. Where are Green?
Kind of like light punches, not even like hitting you, but almost like from anyone else, looks like he's just jabbing you in the ribs. I'm doing well.
I'm gonna pick him up and hug him and be like,
he hugs you
taller.
too. You see that the spines on his front go inside and like take effect into the back as to not jab you with his pin attack. I have grown taller. I am much more agile.
we were down in France and it was snowy and I don't know how much you coming from the desert, so I figured it was okay for you to sit this one out. I'm glad you've grown and you've gotten. I hope the students are treating you well.
Yes, I have punched many of them.
I'm sure they deserve it.
As you look at the professor that was taking care of him with the black eye.
Oh my, Spiral! You punched the teacher! Don't do that. She's a nice lady. Whose name I don't remember off the top of my head, but
insert name here, because I don't have my notes with me of all the teachers'
fine.
names.
It's fine.
It could be the same one.
Pomfrey?
Humphrey.
Yeah.
No,
From the 40s?
Sprout.
Sprout?
Oh,
Okay.
Sprout.
Sprout.
Pomfrey is the nurse.
Gotcha. I'll look to Spineroll and be like, well, we've got to go to the ministry just to handle some business, and then you wanna hit the road after we handled that? We'll.
Shakes his head. I'll be very useful. And throws a whole bunch of needles to nothing on the ground. Very useful.
Good. I'm glad you're doing well, bud. I'll walk over to the teacher and I'll be like, like that. Do you need to see Madame Pomfrey? Are you okay?
It's
Like-
fine. I did not know he had a fascination for punching things, but
Yeah, it's.
yeah, she kind of gives you a bag. Feed him this, give him that, give him plenty of sun. And she just gives you like a mix full of different herbs. This will help him grow and be a little bit stronger than he can become. She kind of winks at you
Alright.
and then leaves.
I'll be like, he has to stay for just one more day. I'll come back. I just don't want to take him to the ministry with us.
It's fine.
Look at him rather oddly. Okay, cool.
It's fine with me. Anytime you want him to stay, just let me know, and I'll have some use for him.
Well, I mean, you could always let him go over with the magical beast teacher and have them be fascinated by it, or by him. Excuse me.
No, but
Making a note of the spiral.
while they're doing that, I've actually separate myself and go to the owl.
Yeah,
Owl.
you will definitely be able to go to the owlery and get your owl shirt. You I believe you said you were writing a letter.
Yeah, I just want to write a letter to the estate, basically
Sure.
how things are going and stuff, and then send Cusco. Play with him a little bit, and then shoot.
Cusco flies off to its mission. You'll get that letter probably by next game because looking at the time.
Yeah.
With that, Sonya or Jericho, is there anything specific that you guys would like to do?
This a few minutes ago, but how much would it be to upgrade my sword again?
So,
Oh, to a +2 sword? I believe it's
That
like
would be-
5 grand.
very expensive. Letting you know, 3 is the absolute limitation. 3 is finding like the one ring of power. So you having a +1 sword is incredible in of itself. To upgrade it, you have to de-enchant it and re-enchant it again, which will take months and cost a good penny.
I believe I asked if I could get a +2 staff the last time we were in Diagon Alley when the Obscurial thing happened, and I believe I was quoted like 5,000 gold.
Yeah, that's a
It's steep.
Okay, I just wanted. But that was it.
Yeah, no, that's all. It is very expensive. But yeah. Anything else that you guys would like to do?
I would like to attempt to boop the Whomping Willow.
Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Just as we're leaving Herbology, I would be like, crap, I gotta do this. I got to. I got to for old time's sake.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 19 without modifiers.
As you will take a couple points of damage, but will be, ignored in the long run. And you are able to touch it before it completely demolishes you and strikes you down.
Okay.
You really wanna just teleport at the Whomping Willow?
Oh no, trap. That is what we call a trap teleport. That's where you open it and try to entice the thing into it. To the Whomping Willow.
Well,
Okay.
Nice.
I'm gonna make note of that boop because I now have a specific slot on my online spell sheet for
Okay. For all the
notable.
boops.
For,
boots.
I want to say I now have 6 noted with the Whomping Willow. I've got Temple of Snakes top floor, Mamiwata main village entrance, and then all 3 Vila sanctuaries. Because they're all
Yeah.
forested. Like it'd be reasonable to assume that I could just like I have to see or touch that tree to know it.
You the proper price would be 4,000 gold for a +2 weapon.
I was off by a grand,
Yeah.
but yeah.
But still quite expensive. Okay.
Okay.
So with that, if nobody else, yes, please.
The wand I got from the cave,
Mm-hmm.
am I able to identify if it had like any spells or anything on it? Like
Wand?
last few. No,
Which
not-
wand?
I disarmed one of the statues.
Oh, yes. Those would be practice ones. They are not even arcane focuses,
You've got a piece of wood.
technically.
So
It's a piece of wood.
okay, but it looks like a wand.
It looks like a wand, yeah.
Oh my
All
god.
right.
It does look like a wand.
All right.
She gonna turn it over to the ministry. Be like, this is my wand.
Can I do one thing really quick?
Yeah, of
Are we
course.
still at the school?
Wherever you want to be. You have quite a bit of days to. You have 3 days. I'll say that all these interactions would have taken a day. So if you leave the next day, you're still 2 days early. So yeah, whatever you want to do.
Oh, I want to play Quidditch with the students of
Oh
Raven.
my
You
god.
can play Quidditch. That'll be fine. You'll have a match.
Where exactly was Thomas again?
Thomas is in Hogsmeade.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I need to go see him too.
Okay.
I wanted to send a letter to Borlong, just kind of
Sure.
things have been happening, just update. I
Please,
figured since we're by the owls.
let me note the letters that you are sending because those need to be properly executed
I have
and
to
sent
tell
to you.
Newt, yeah, right, because he.
Yeah, I'll write it down on my.
And tell me what you specifically like. Write down the letter. You can send it to me after the game, but write down the letter
Okay.
and then tell me what you sent so I can give you a proper response. So are you guys wanting to go to Hogsmeade? Because that will take about another day. totally can.
I would like to.
Okay. As
I'll go. I want to go and meet Thomas. I'll go with her.
I need to see if he's still got the skull. I wanted to see if I could get it back.
I just want to make sure he's okay.
Yeah, that too. Of
And
course.
Biscuit.
Say hi to
Biscuit!
Biscuit.
Okay.
Biscuit.
I will let you know that when you guys do arrive at Hogsmeade, you go to the shop that you know for Thomas's. It is completely empty and abandoned. Nothing is there.
Oh no.
As soon as you guys open the door, you see a pile of biscuits on the corner, but it seems like it's been cleaned out. Just dust and cobwebs.
Can we ask the neighbors if they know?
Roman investigation.
I'm just like as Griswold, I'm just like, huh. Well,
I
this
got
is
a 19 on that one.
As I'll say that you approach the shop nearby, and this woman is cleaning the snow that is ever so falling off of her on her small little like stepping porch. To be honest, the ministry was after him. A couple of auras came to interrogate him, and a ghastly thing that happened to the poor boy. He was beat up asunder. And after that, he closed shop and left. I don't know where he went.
And this is where we derail the campaign. Screw Grindelwald. We gotta go find Thomas.
It is
Okay,
an open
whenever-
world with a lot of things happening.
If Bones comes back and shows us that, I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna waste a sending slot to
Yeah.
find out where Thomas is.
Okay. All right. What is your message?
Thomas, are you okay? It's Sonya and the gang. We are looking for you. Where are you?
A unusual length of time passes and you hear nothing. Then, whoa, are you like here?
What the fuck?
Biscuit. Man. Yeah. I remember your face. Oh, it's been so long. I'm just, you know. That's it.
Where are you?
Oh, that's right. I'm in the Forbidden Forest. I just kinda decided to take time for myself. And Biscuit, of course.
Know where we're going after the ministry.
Hogwarts, and then to Forbidden Forest, and then to my dad.
Yeah, I was gonna prioritize
Yeah.
that in this trip, and then we ran kind of short. So
Yeah, that's fine.
They got like 4 or 5 letters left. We're like,
well, sending is call
It's
and
like
response.
you cast a spell, send 25 words, and then they can respond with 25 words, and that's the spell. You can, if you have spell slots left, you can still do it.
I'm
you're
gonna do it again.
Okay. All right.
We're not doing anything else this day.
Totally fair.
Do you know exactly where you are in the forest?
Yeah. I'm by trees. That's the end of that message.
Thomas!
As
I
long
miss
as
Thomas.
as long as you're okay, that's fine. We'll look for you later. Be safe.
Alright. I don't know if you're real, but it was nice.
If I didn't have enough, but tell Biscuit hi.
And then you'll hear Biscuit says, and I quote, bark.
It's so like him.
I'm assuming you've told us all this.
I assume so as
Okay.
well.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it's
oh,
I miss Thomas.
I miss Thomas too. We have
I
to
know-
go find them.
I know he's really powerful and good at what he does, so I'm sure he has a way to hide himself from the ministry. I hope. Yeah.
Just gonna have to go see him in person and find out.
Ah,
Trip to the Forbidden Forest, I guess.
Just gonna sidetrack. Do we have to go to the ministry? I just want to go to the forest.
I'm gonna look to Sonya and say, yes, we still need to report. The jail does not sound nice. The tight quarters, Dementors. No, thank you.
can't we just send the
Let's
two
get
professors
people-
on our behalf?
Yeah, you can talk for us by proxy.
I'd
That's the
rather.
thing.
I'd rather not.
Grizz is actually insulted by this. Be like, oh, so I'm your messenger boy now.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey,
You're the guardian. Of course.
I mean,
like,
from
hey,
being
Griswold,
for us.
what was that? I think I heard you say 50 points away from Hufflepuff and Gryffindor.
Yeah. Hogsmeade now. Points apply.
Schmoids, who cares?
Who cares when it's about
You work
Thomas?
in the field now.
Today you get to be my dad, so go for it.
So, with it being that time of the day,
Yep.
we're going to place you guys in a little bit of a, not sneak peek, but at least a proceeding to what's going to happen next. As
Oh,
you
boy.
guys are going to go to the fourth floor of the ministry. Essentially where courts are being held. You'll see many wizards and their familiars. You'll see a court being in session. There'll be a section of a large library for proper ministry use. And we'll start the game with you guys waiting in section here to be escorted to speak with the minister himself. And that is where we're going to end tonight's game. I need to send a couple of you guys some proper notes. Any magic items that I forgot to give you notes on, we need to get those. Stats for spine roll. The letters that need to be given back. And sounds like we have a plan for visiting Thomas and the farm for next time. Yeah.
I just really one quick minor note.
Yeah.
When we leave for the ministry the next day, I want to charge the level 1 spell gem.
Of course.
Yeah.
No problem.
Cool.
All right. And with that, we're going to end tonight's game. A proper wrap up before new adventure starts with our Order of the Broken Moth, and somewhat of a important conversation to be had, since you're meeting with the minister himself.
Oh. I don't know why this whole time I thought we were just meeting with some like lackey. Like, all right, yeah, debrief, go. Like not like minister himself. Oh
No,
crap.
you are meeting with Moon Spencer himself.
Oh god.
So, with that, and with the wands at the ready, we'll say adios and see you guys next time. Please be safe, please be kind to each other. Bye. Take care.
Goodbye.